Good morning, children. So, we are here back again with a new chapter which says that skeletal system and nervous system. Children, you all must have observed this kind of a structure somewhere in the movies or in any of the cartoons. Now, what is this? And what is it doing inside our body? That's the biggest question. Children, this is a human skeleton. And this skeleton actually forms the basic structure of our body. Correct? On this basic structure, we got a lot of muscles, nerves, skin, and the various other things, which gives our body a proper shape. So you can very well imagine if this basic structure is missing from our body, then what's the scene? Moving ahead, children, we have skeletal system. It forms the framework of the bones that gives shape, support, and strength to the body. That means it not only helps in forming the shape of the body, but it also forms the basic support and strength mechanism of our body so that you are able to bend in various directions, you're able to move your limbs, right? And you are able to perform the various activities. In an adult human, there are approximately 206 bones. But when a baby is born, his body consists of large number of bones, which are more than 300. As he keep on growing, these bones, they join together. Now, what is inside our bones? Our bone contains a very important material which is known as bone marrow, children. This bone marrow basically helps in producing red blood cells in our body. Now, moving ahead to, alright, children, now that's the structure of a skull, right? The skull, a human skull, it has various depressions or you can call them as sockets inside it, right? Now, let us have a clear view of this diagram. These sockets or holes are meant for eyes, nose, teeth, correct? In this human skull, only this lower jaw part is movable. Rest everything is fixed. This skull protects the very vital organ of our body, which is known as brain. As we all know, that brain performs one of the most important functions in our body. Hence, this hard bony structure is helpful in protecting the brain. The next most important part of the skeleton is our backbone. Now, let's have a look of this structure. This is what your backbone or spinal cord looks like. It has very small bones. These are basically 33 in number. And these small little bones, these are known as vertebrae. We call them vertebrae. These vertebrae, they join together to form the spine or the vertebral column. It is a very important part of our body. It helps us to bend. It helps us to move. It provides flexibility to our body. That is why it is always said that we should sit or stand in a correct body posture. Otherwise, these vertebrae, they start developing the depression from that particular part and it results into many problems. The delicate spinal cord is also protected by this bony structure. The joints of the vertebrae, they allow the slight movements due to which we can move our backbone forward and backward. Correct? The next important structure which is present inside our body is the rib cage. It is present in the front part of our body. The rib cage consists of these small little bones. Out of these, the last two pairs, they are actually 12 pairs of rib cage, which means 24 bones. Out of these, the last two pairs, they are known as floating ribs because they are actually not attached to this breastbone or sternum. Rest are the ribs, they are attached to this middle segment which is known as sternum or the breastbone. At the back, they are attached with the spinal cord. So, this also forms a very protective organ of our body as it helps in protecting lungs. Right? It is present as a covering of our chest. It helps in protecting the lungs and the heart. Moving ahead, children, we have the next topic that deals with limbs. These are your forelimbs and basically hind limbs. We have two hands and two legs. Our hand is actually a combination of two bones, right? One is the humerus and the other one, here you have ulna and radius. Ulna and radius. These two bones are present in the lower part of our arm and humerus is present in the upper part that connects the shoulder to the ankle. Let's have a close look of this structure. Now, here you have femur. Femur is the longest bone which is present in our body. And then moving to the lower part of our leg, we again have tibia and fibula. These are the two different kind of bones. So children, femur is the longest bone which is present in our body. Just remember this. Now, in the next video, we'll study about the joints. Let us quickly have a recap of the functions of the skeletal system. Skeletal system gives shape and support to the body. It protects the delicate internal organs like brain, spinal cord, heart and lungs. It helps to move our body with the help of muscles. Bone marrow also helps in the formation of red blood cells. So children, I hope the topic is clear to you and we will meet soon with another video that will deal with the topic of joints. Thank you and take care.